Welcome to An Ocean of Calm from Rick Smith Hypnosis. Island of Discovery. I originally wrote this script with pure escapism in mind. However, I've included some highly effective confidence-building passages in this version. Our primary objective is to make sure you feel better at the end than at the start, even if you already feel great. So, when you're ready, we'll begin. Okay, just make yourself comfortable now. If you want to close your eyes, that's a good idea, but if you don't, that's fine too. Now you can just listen quietly to the sound of my voice. Of course, you may sometimes be aware of other sounds. Sounds inside the building. Sounds from outside. But these won't disturb you. In fact, they're going to help to relax you. Because the only sound you need to think about is the sound of my voice. And simply allow yourself to be as lazy as you could ever want to be. Just allow yourself to be as lazy as you could ever want to be. Good. Now, while you're relaxing, you can just be aware of your body. Aware of your hands. Where they rest. Perhaps noticing the angle of your elbows. And maybe sensing the weight of your head on your shoulders. And you know that weight might seem to just gently increase as you allow yourself to relax more and more. Just being aware of your ankles and feet now, limp and relaxed. I'm wondering if they'll start to feel heavy too as you let go. Thinking about your breathing for a few moments. Noticing your breathing is becoming slow and steady as you relax more and more. Slower and steadier. Breathing so steadily and evenly. Just as though you were pretending to be sound asleep. Breathing so evenly. So steadily. You almost wouldn't disturb a feather placed immediately in front of you. Breathing so easily and slowly, so gently, that you almost wouldn't disturb even a single strand of a feather. placed right in front of you. And as you allow yourself to relax even more now, I wonder if you can perhaps sense the beating of your own heart. Sensing the beat of your own heart. And just seeing whether you can use the power of your mind. Slow your heartbeat down just a touch. Just seeing whether you can use the power of your mind to slow your heartbeat down just a little, so that you can feel your whole body slowing down, becoming lazier and lazier, because you have nothing to do now except relax. Nobody wants anything. Nobody expects anything. So you can allow your whole body to continue to relax, and your breathing to become steadier and easier, until you're just ticking over like a well-maintained machine, just idling smoothly, easily, quietly and comfortably, so that you can become gradually more aware of your whole self, aware of your whole body, just sensing how you are right now and how relaxed you might be. And I'm wondering if it's possible for you to relax even more now, to be so in touch with yourself that you can actually get your whole body, perhaps to relax even more, and noticing how even your face muscles can begin to really relax, letting go of the tensions that were there. Almost, but not quite. Just being vaguely aware of the skin and the muscles of your face, settling and smoothing out. Good feelings. Wondering just how long all that tension had been there, where it all came from in the first place, and knowing that you simply couldn't care less, because you can feel it draining away from you now. And that feels so good. As you continue to sense the beating of your heart, and the steadiness of your body's rhythm, you wonder at the fact that you're so absolutely relaxed and comfortable that you simply can't be bothered to even try to move even one single muscle, even though you know you easily could if you wanted to. I know that you easily could if you wanted to. But you simply can't be bothered to even try. Allowing yourself to be relaxing and relaxed even more now. As lazy and content as anyone could ever wish to be. And I wonder if you can now manage to relax even more, even though you're already as relaxed as it is possible for most people to ever be. Just find those last tiny traces of tension in your body and simply let them go with each easy, gentle breath you breathe, allowing every muscle, every fiber, every cell of your entire body to be as beautifully relaxed as anyone could ever wish to be. And I want you to know that this relaxation is intended for your pleasure. And how much pleasure you can have is uncertain to me now. But you will know how much pleasure you can obtain from this deeply relaxed state. As you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper down into wonderful comfort and calmness. Good, well done. In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things. But it doesn't matter if you find you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit, so that my voice just fades into the background. But that doesn't matter either. Even if you're not listening to my voice, it will continue to relax you. And it really doesn't matter if you don't hear a word I say. Because very soon now you're going to be more relaxed than you've ever known. And my voice will be heard clearly and unambiguously. Deep in your subconscious mind. Enabling you to accept new suggestions new information that will benefit you greatly in your life. Today, tomorrow, and every day in your future. So now, I'd like you to begin to use your fine skills of imagination. Such useful skills for a person like you to have and to employ. When you choose to reward yourself with some time to deeply relax. So, when you're ready, you can start to imagine yourself standing on the very top of a green hill on a tropical island. Perhaps you can feel the warmth of the sun on your face. And perhaps you can see the long grass all around you, swaying and oscillating in the gentlest of breezes. Maybe, when you look down this hill you're on, you can see a narrow, winding path. Some way down the hillside, the winding path disappears into a small forest. And beyond the forest, in the distance, you can see the ocean. With sunlight from the clearest of blue skies, glancing off the tops of the waves in the bay. So that the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. You begin to stroll lazily and easily down the path. With the ferns and the grass brushing gently against your legs as you pass. A sensual experience in which you can see, hear, feel, and touch. And you just catch the faintest smell of the ocean spray drifting in on the breeze. And you become aware of the distant sound of the waves on the shore. Maybe you hear seabirds calling faintly from far away. You marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you. As you gently stroll down and down this winding path towards the forest. Walking so easily, so effortlessly. You feel almost as though you're floating on air. And in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through the trees. And you briefly glance upwards to observe their leaves, closing overhead to form a canopy. The branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue sky. It's pleasantly cool here in the forest, and the gentle sounds of birds singing echoing faintly in the trees relaxes you still further. As you move easily into the inviting depths of the forest, feeling lazier and lazier. With each step you take, you can hear a stream somewhere. Its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean. As you follow the winding path down and down towards the beach you know is in front of you, weaving gently through the trees, brushing aside the occasional leaf, until quite suddenly you step out into the open and you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders again. You find yourself on a beautiful, deserted beach. A wide, golden shoreline, sweeping away in a gentle curve to your right, to a distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the water, so that their branches actually overhang the ocean itself. And you can feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily across the beach to the water's edge. And looking down, you can see that the sand becomes a darker golden color, and you enjoy the feeling of moist firmness beneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving your lazy trail of footprints in the sand. And the gentle waves wash around your feet, and the warm water blurs your footprints in the sand. And in front of you, as you stroll along, feeling light and warmed by the sunshine, you can see that as the waves recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from tiny coloured pebbles, glinting like jewels in the sun. The smell of the ocean, sunlight on the waves, the sound of the water hissing over the sand. All these things create a sense of timelessness. You find yourself a comfortable place to rest, to sit on the sand and gaze out across the rolling waves to the horizon. Trickling warm, golden sand idly through your fingers. And as you look out across the ocean, as a faint haze which makes it challenging for you to see exactly where the sky meets the sea. And as you relax and watch the horizon, you see a small white cloud appear from somewhere near the horizon. And this cloud drifts high in the sky, gently towards you. A beautiful, fluffy ball of white in the pale blue sky. It drifts high in the sky, gently towards you. A beautiful, fluffy ball of white in the pale blue sky, growing larger as it approaches. And you know instinctively that this cloud is meant for you, to bring you a special moment of release. And it drifts serenely above you until it's immediately overhead. The prettiest, fluffiest, whitest cloud you can ever remember. And you know, just by instinct, that you can allow all your worries, all your cares, and all your fears to drift upwards to this white cloud. And if you look very carefully, you can see them drifting away from you in a long, slow spiral, maybe like smoke from a bonfire, just spiraling away from you towards this fluffy white cloud, this special cloud. This cloud absorbs all of your worries into itself, swallowing up all your anxieties and becoming steadily darker all the time, until, just as it reaches its darkest, just as that last part of the spiral of your worries and cares disappear inside it, the sun bursts through, dispelling every single one of your worries, every one of your fears and anxieties, spiraling away to the edges of the universe, leaving you perfectly relaxed and totally at ease with yourself, without a single care in the world. And now all of your troubles and cares have floated away from you, and you settle yourself down into a comfortable position and drift off into a deep, relaxing sleep. And while you sleep, you have a dream. You dream you're walking down a long corridor, stretching away in front of you. Round a gentle curve, so far that you can't actually see the end of it. And you know that this corridor is in the very depths of your subconscious mind. Deep in the part of your mind that knows just what to do and just how to do it. And as you begin to move gently along this beautiful corridor, becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, you begin to realize that time and space are starting to lose their meaning. And slowly the walls of the corridor start to dissolve. And you find yourself in a large, open space. And this space feels wonderful. And this space is covered in a gentle golden light. A light that relaxes you still further. As you realize, with a surge of inspiration and pleasure, that you have no limits to your potential. And it suddenly dawns on you with a wave of joy and anticipation that what once seemed to you to be the limits of your personality, the limits of your skills and of your abilities, are nothing more than stepping stones to even greater success. And now your mind is prepared, receptive to everything I'm going to say to you. And everything I say will be accepted and acted on by your subconscious mind. It will have an increasing effect on the way you think, on the way you feel, and on the way you behave. Over the coming days and weeks and months. As you begin to let go even more now, you might imagine that golden glow surrounding you. A warm, comfortable, shimmering haze all around you. And through this glow, you just drift. and allow your mind to wander wherever it will. Don't try to think, but watch your mind, a distant observer. Look for any images that are brought up from your subconscious, floating and drifting gently up, floating and drifting softly and gently. And as your mind floats and drifts, you move gently into a deeper state of being. You feel safe, secure, comfortable, relaxed, and you feel happy. Just allow yourself to go wherever your mind takes you. Drift and float. Drift and float. Feeling so lazy and more relaxed now. And more comfortable than ever before. Just for now, visualize that soft, warm glow. All around you. And your thoughts and feelings and memories become misty and vague. And perhaps you can notice how my voice becomes more distant. Less clear and fading away. You may find all kinds of vague thoughts and ideas, and new feelings entering your awareness before they drift away again. In and out, floating in and out of your awareness. And as time goes by, those thoughts and ideas become more misty and vague. More misty, more vague and distant. And you seem to hear what I say less and less clearly. And my voice seems far away. Perhaps it will seem that my voice is becoming even more distant. Until, in a very short while, you find yourself slowly and comfortably drifting in your own space, open to every positive, empowering image that comes into your imagination. Here and now, as deep as you're drifting, you can allow yourself a short period of quietness to enjoy your surroundings and explore your inner thoughts. So do that now, whilst I remain quiet. Good. And you can allow yourself to remain here in this calm and tranquil state for as long as you choose. And if you choose to stay for a while, you need not listen to anything else I say. If you would like to immerse yourself now, make that choice and slowly count yourself up from 1 to 3, then open your eyes.